Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about the importance of having to design your CV for every job application. And this video is going to be long, so if you think probably you are not patient enough, you can save the video and watch it later. But this is for those that may want to change how they apply for their jobs, how to improve your chances of getting interviews and calls from recruiters. Here's the reason why. So to have a one CV fit all does not work, especially these days with the current trend of the softwares that are being used by companies to reduce the work of recruitment. So I'll give you an example of why you shouldn't have one CV that you apply for every job that you see out there. Here's why. If Unitrans is looking for a driver that can transport dangerous goods, they will specifically write all the requirements for a dangerous goods driver with all the certificates that they need. And you have one plain CV that is nothing mentioned about your training, your qualifications, everything that you have. All you have is just mentioned you are a driver, or you worked at this company for 3 years with no duration, no responsibilities, no skills, no what. The system automatically just disqualify you, saying that there is no information to get from you to know what you do. Take this for example. A CV is just like you. When you're called by someone, they can ask you your experience in person. What do? You tell them, no, I've driven this truck in this company. I was loading this and this and this, and I was going through this port and this yard. I was also loading at this terminal and going to this terminal. You are able to explain yourself because you are there in person. But if it's your CV, you're not there, so who's going to talk for you? Your CV will do. But if your CV doesn't have all those key elements that they are looking for, if they want to see the routes you are familiar with, the regulations, the training you have gone through, if your CV doesn't have that mentioned, then you are no good for their position. But yet you could be qualified enough, only that your CV is failing to tell the story for you. So this is why you need to customize your CV for every application. You need to copy the job description and just customize your CV to that. If you know that you're qualified, you can do whatever they are looking for, then you will need to design your CV according to what they're looking for. This goes for everyone, even if you're in accounting or a safety officer, any department that you are in. If your CV fails to address the job requirements that they are looking for, you are not going to qualify for that job, because you need to design your CV per job description, not just to have one CV. One CV is as good as you using the same skill from 1990 something up to 2000 something, and still you're not working it. So you need to have that CV designed every time. So you can do that yourself. It's free. You just have to go to an internet cafe, and then you can just use some websites that do it for free. For example, this website, if you go there, you just create your account, you put your information, your experience and everything, then you copy your job description, you paste it there. And then once you paste it there, it will automatically write it in the way that fits the CV, the job description, so that when the recruiter is reading or the HR is reading your CV, they will see that you are actually qualified because your CV says it all. You should avoid having blank CVs that just mention, I was an accountant at this company for 3 years, I was a shop packer at this company for 2 years. You don't mention what else you were doing. If you were doing some tasks like receiving and dispatching, even though you were still a packer, that's an advantage. But if you don't mention it, who's gonna know? So the truth is, you need to design your CV to win, to sell. You have to sell yourself. So if you are not selling yourself, you won't get any responses. Try to change how you design your CVs. I'm not going here to I'm not going to be scaring you guys to say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this. This is the truth. If your CV has no specifications that are being looked for by recruiters per job description, then you are just probably wasting your time in most cases. It's rare, it's very rare where you probably get a call. It's very rare, but in most cases you need to explain your skills. So you can follow me for more tips. I'll be doing more videos about these, the ways you can do your CV. You can also read some tips on this website. You can, as you can see, there are a lot of tips on how to write your CV for different professions. It's better to do that, and also to update your CV every time you try to apply. So with that, you need a free software. You can use this free software to design your CV anytime you want to change something within your CV. Good luck to those that will be changing a CV and applying.